Hey, what's going, on, y'all? It is yours truly once again. This is for the ladies. And if there's gentlemen listening, well, I hope this video title in particular, really resonates to you, and that's why you're listening to all the gentlemen. But for the ladies, this video is for y'all. Um, well, and hopefully this video makes you smile more than frown. To those that start to frown after this video is done, well, chances are there's just a lot of things you got to work on. But I hope you work on those things, sweetie. But yeah, there's just too many females out there that aren't real women. And I've said that time and time again in a lot of my videos. It's going to be like my cliche, but by now, hopefully one gets the drift that yes, there is a difference. And so, um, the thing is that because the problem is some feel that men like outspoken women, you know, and that attracts a certain man my way because he sees that I'm outspoken. Actually, it should be the other way around. And it actually is, but this society has become so unnatural. Uh, when you're less trying to, when you're not really trying to speak a lot like that, you actually start to attract the right type of man even more. So a lot of times when a chick's out here trying to claim that she's outspoken and tries to be outspoken, she's just trying to attract a certain type of man that will put up with it. You know, a certain man that will be her beta, meaning like he will be her follower, per se, and he'll just do as she says and nothing more, nothing less. He never is actually the leader, as far as him being a man that's truly a man in her life, you know. She wants someone that's a subordinate to her. Nothing wrong with speaking out versus being outspoken. And the way that best describes a woman that speaks out versus a female that's outspoken is that a woman will listen. And when the time is right, she'll say, well, honey, would you mind if I have this to say, or is there something I could share with you? I got a question about something, But she'll just be politely asking or discussing on certain things in a certain manner and a certain tone, one of more femininity, truly a submissive way of talking. And that's the thing with a lot of these outspoken females out here. They display no type of submission in the way that they talk. They're not trying to be. They want people to submit unto them, and they truly believe it. Especially if they're the type that believes that men are equal to them. They're going to really be outspoken. So my thing is, the most attractive type of woman is not trying to be the typical type of female that's outspoken. She's more soft-spoken, more likely to just only speak out when the time is right, not be outspoken all the time just because you think you want your voice to be heard and you could care less what other people think or say. You have to dominate the conversation. You have to basically, in your way, override what other people have to say. When they talk, you have to keep cutting them off. Fellas, the next time you get a chick that tries to cut you off when you're talking, just hang up on her. You ain't got time for all that. She's not trying to listen. And as a man, you ain't trying to argue with a woman, because that doesn't happen. You don't argue with a woman. A real woman is not trying to argue with you. A female is definitely trying to argue with you. And that chick that you dealing with like that, she ain't a real woman. She a typical female. So she's going to go back and forth with you. She's going to cut you off every time you speak, and get better at that. And I'm not going to lie, it's a work in progress for me because, I realized a lot of things once I approached my mid 30s. And I realized that, yes, I'm more valuable than I realized. So my words and my voice, all of that has become more valuable too. So why waste it on someone that's not even trying to give you the floor anyway? Right? But yeah, I mean, just for the one that wants to be outspoken, I mean, you don't have to be that way just to attract a certain type of a man. You're attracting men, but they're not real men. Those are males. They are not true masculine type of men. They're just the type that'll put up with you because they're just happy to have you around for their sexual reasons and stuff. So they'll just do whatever you say, however way you feel, and they agree to it. I'm at a point now where I am not ashamed or afraid to see a female walk out of my life who's not trying to be a real woman, just because she's not either trying to see where I'm coming from or she's always in opposition of it. She always has to speak her viewpoints of what she thinks is right. And she's so outspoken about it. There's nothing soft spoken about her. And to me, that's not attractive, not sexually, demisexually, because I've talked about demisexuality not too long ago, but none of that is attractive. A man wants something that that complements him. For me, I want something more soft, more pleasant, more warm and comfort. You know how they, and I don't say this as a man, but in regards to cuddling, these a lot of chicks out here that ain't real women. They talk about cuddling. They like to cuddle. Well, how a man gonna cuddle to you and you, the outspoken type? How's he gonna really get his rock up and be wanting to cuddle with you? To make you soft? You should already be soft, sweetie. You should already be soft. How about softening up? The fact that you so hard up, that's not feminine in itself. You're more masculine by saying that you're outspoken. A man should be outspoken, not soft spoken. And you know what I'm saying, like he can't speak up to what you're about. To all the fellas that are listening to this video right now, get better at making sure you call out that outspoken BS from a female who ain't trying to be a real woman. Call that out, man. Call that out early. Man, I don't care how beautiful. I don't even like to say the word beautiful for a woman, because actually beautiful is masculine and beauty is feminine. Look it up. But I don't even like to be caught up in the beauty of a female, you know what I'm saying, per se, to her false sense of beauty, whether it is her physical appearance or whatever. I ain't caught up on that if she outspoken. I need to find out early. And it's good because, most of these females out here, they ain't open, meaning like that they ain't awake, you know what I'm saying? They ain't woke, if you will. They in the matrix. So they to them, they think being outspoken is normal. And so you can like delete 90% of these females that you run across by just talking to her about being outspoken. And if she's the type that quickly says that she is, boom, that's a wrap. Keep it moving. And one more thing I would like to say about this for the real women who may have accidentally said that they were outspoken but truly don't act that way. Your demeanor doesn't present itself to be such. Sweetie, I just encourage you to say that you're soft-spoken, that you're just down to earth. You're not the type to be outspoken, that you truly like to listen, and that you know when the time is right for you to speak. And obviously you're around a man that knows that too. He's not trying to, over talk and not even let you get a chance to speak at all. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage you, sweetie, just to remain soft spoken. Don't even try to say that you're outspoken. And if you accidentally said it, Before, that's cool. You just didn't know better. It's cool. But I know you down to earth. I know you don't mean to be outspoken, to be all like masculine and all that. And so, given that you just now listen to this video, you don't even have to say that you're outspoken no more. You just know when the right time is for you to speak out. Because there is a difference between speaking out and being outspoken. The soft-spoken woman knows when the right time. She knows when it is the right time for her to speak out. Yes, she's the speak out type, not the outspoken type. The outspoken type is not a real woman at all. She's not a real woman at all. She's just a typical female. Gonna talk about how you attract men anyway. You ain't got no problem with attracting men. You probably ain't got a problem with attracting men. But they ain't really men. Those ain't real men. Those are what you perceive as a man, who will put up with you being outspoken. A real man gonna put you in check, or at least call you out on your BS and tell you to quiet down a little bit. You ain't gotta be talking all that rah-rah, and a lot of stuff you saying ain't adding up. You're really exposing your hand, given the type of game you playing. And a real man don't want nobody like that around. Especially someone that playing games like that, thinking that's your trump card to be outspoken. Signing out.